I have a better idea. Why don't I throw you the fundraiser to end all fundraisers? I can bring you the kind of voters you would only dream of reaching.
$1 million and every vote in Landview is nothing compared to the power that Mel Hayes wields across this state. If he endorses me in the banner, then we have a deal. And if not, well...
I'm sorry, there is no way that Mel is going to endorse you.
Is that because he hates me or just what I stand for?
What does it matter? The point is he would rather be torn apart by wild dogs than support you. As opposed to me.
Yeah. Well, that's a pity. I mean, it might have worked so well for both of us. And to think that your daughter is going to find out that her own mother was responsible for putting her in the hospital.
I had nothing to do with that shooting. Nothing.
Then you have nothing to fear.
Mel's not going to budge on this.
Then you could be facing some very tough times ahead.
Hey, I'm glad you're here. I was worried about you.
I bumped into Congressman Graham.
Oh, swell. That's all you needed.
Oh, he's not that bad, but I am worried about Cassie. I phoned a room at the hospital, and there was no answer. I want you to tell me right now why you decided to hire Archie to work for you. Oh, he was doing the catering.
Okay? Dorian, there's something that you need to know. Cassie had an accident this afternoon.
What happened?
She fell out of her hospital bed.
Was she hurt?
Yes. She
Tell me!
lost feeling in her legs. All right, they're running some tests. Okay, I got the car outside. Come on, let's go. I'm right on with
Please give our apologies to Bo and Nora.
Let's go.
She's still not back yet.
Excuse me, nurse, is Cassie Carpenter still in testing?
Yes. No one's spoken to you? Do we look informed?
Dorian, could you do me a favor and corral somebody who's in charge and have them come and give us an update on her condition?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Great. I will go with you later. All right.
Thank you. Of course, the last thing I needed today was to run into Congressman Graham.
What made you think of that?
It's just with everything I've done to protect Cassie. This has happened to her. And I couldn't bear it if I lost her.
Don't worry. She's not going to die.
I mean, what if I'm implicated in this shooting?
All right, Dorian, what is it that you're not telling me?
Mel, I need your help.
You can have my help, but you need to fill in the blanks for me. I've got to have the whole story.
Okay, I'm going to tell you.
All right.
Everything, absolutely everything, because...
Because I'm your husband, and I'll stand by you no matter what.
Oh, you don't know what you're saying. But I hope you mean it. Because you're the only person in the world who can help me.
And the short of it is that you hired RJ to be your spy.
Well, Kevin was going to hurt Cassie again. Once a slimy Don Juan, always a slimy Don Juan. Go ahead, say it. Say whatever you want. I deserve it. You told me to stay out of it, and I didn't. And now I'm about to be labeled an accessory to murder.
Dorian, no more obfuscation. You've got to start telling the truth.
It's too late for that, Mel. And contrition is not going to work either. The only thing between me and prison and losing Cassie is Richard Graham.
Congressman Graham?
I've made certain overtures to protect myself.
Oh, no. Don't tell me you've struck up a deal with that miserable excuse for a politician. Oh, no, of course, so stupid of me. He pulls such the strings, and you want those strings pulled very sharply away from you.
Well, why not? I'm innocent.
Mm-hmm. And what does Graham want for this in return?
Help with his campaign.
No. You are not giving that SOB money.
No.
Then what?
Mel.
What?
Graham, will get Sykes off my back, But only if you endorse him for the Senate.
Do you have any idea what you're asking? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Endorse him for the Senate.
Just finished talking to the hospital. No news about Cassie. Have you lost the ability to speak?
No, just the desire right now.
To me?
What do you want me to say, Dorian? That I understand why you hired someone to spy on your future son-in-law, that you let RJ take a murder rap because you couldn't stand to tell the simple truth?
It's anything but simple.
And now you've asked me to compromise my career by endorsing a total sleaze for the Senate?
I'm not asking you to endorse him, Mel. Just, give him a little bit more space.
No. Don't play semantics with me, Dorian. You'll never win.
This isn't semantics. I just need you could be less critical. You could be more even-handed.
I either have some standing in the world of the media or I don't.
Mel, I'm going to end up being sent to jail. Worse, I could end up back on death row.
Not if you're innocent.
Look, please, could you at least do this thing until Graham can get me into the clear?
You forget. You're leaving RJ twisting in the wind.
No, not at all. Not if he's innocent, and then, once I'm off the hook, well, then you could always take back your endorsement.
Dorian.
No, not endorsement. No, I didn't mean endorsement.
You don't know what you're saying. It doesn't work that way, Dorian. I'd lose all credibility as a journalist.
Well, what's more important? Your credibility or my freedom?
You can't be sent to jail for poor judgment or for meddling. If you just confirmed RJ's story at the outset, neither of you would be in this situation right now.
Or I could have been thrown in jail for conspiracy to commit murder, which seems even more likely now.
Because you lied.
Because I panicked, Mel. I mean, I've been on death row, and I'm hardly known as a legend for my integrity in this town.
Yeah, but I am. All right. What exactly did Graham promise you if I, did this?
He swore that he would get Sykes off my case.
What about RJ's?
He couldn't make any promises.
No way. That amounts to RJ being set up for something he didn't do.
No, it isn't that. I mean, you remember what Nora said, that the police don't have enough evidence, without this conspiracy theory of theirs. There's no case against him. If I'm off the hook, RJ's off the hook.
You don't know that?
Besides which, he's got Nora. He's got Hank. I thought I had you. Come on, Mel. You're not going to sacrifice me on the altar of your integrity, are you?
Oh, grow up.
I am grown up. Very grown up. I happen to be a mother who's trying very hard to protect her child.
Yeah, from the truth about yourself.
I don't want to lose my daughter's love. It took me too long to earn it. Please, Mel. Please. I'm desperate here. I wouldn't ask you to do this if there was any other way.
I need time to think.
We've run out of time, Nell. Oh, Kelly, thank goodness. Where have you been?
We have questions to ask you.
All right, but first I want to hear about Cassie.
Well, you know as much as we do. This is just a conversation we want to have with you about the shooting that night.
Oh, please. I cannot deal with it.
You know what? You got to deal with it, all right? Because I deal with it every second, every moment I relive this. It ends up the same way. Drew dead in my arms, so I'd like to just know why.
Easy, Kelly. And Dorian will help any way she can.
Drew was desperate to find me that night.
Yes, he called here looking for you.
Wait a minute, he called here? Well, why? When?
I thought that was what you meant.
Yeah, well, it was. We just wanted to hear your version.
There's nothing much to tell. Drew did call, looking for Kevin. But I was in the middle of things, and, I mean, I was hosting the opening of my gallery, and I didn't know he was going to be shot.
So he called, but you didn't even try to tell Kevin.
There were crowds of people milling around. I simply couldn't stop, and besides which, Drew came back.
Yeah, well, I was already gone.
Don't you see if you had gotten in touch with Kevin, Drew could still be alive?
Honey, you don't know that.
No, I do know that. This is your fault. You did it. You killed Drew.
Anyone. I simply didn't put through a call on a very busy night. Okay, maybe I should have. But I didn't. Mel? Mel?